Yes, go on.
Aid.
Please, yes.
Hello, my name is Ahmed Al-Bloui. I'm grade 11. Today I will talk about the diversity of Arab food. The content, introduction, the most famous dishes in the Arabian Peninsula, the most famous dishes of the Arab Levant countries, the most famous dishes of Arab African countries.
Go on, Ahmed.
Next.
Yes, it takes a while just to appear.
I traveled around the Arab world and tasted different types of different Arab food. Some of them salty, sour, mild, and sweet. And some of them were made of all these types. Of course, kabsa is the most popular dish in the Arabian Peninsula, especially in Saudi Arabia. Kabsa is made of rice and chicken and added to its spices called kabsa spices. People also use onions and tomatoes and potatoes and carrots. The dish can be made with chicken, lamb, camel meat, fish, or even shrimps. The meat or fish is usually placed on top of the rice, and the whole dish is served on a large platter meant to be shared and eaten by hand, although it's originated in Yemen. This traditional combination of rice and meat is incredibly popular in Saudi Arabia, where it is.
So, originally it comes from Yemen, right?
Yes. لسه ما خلصت الكبسة لسه.
Didn't finish? Okay.
Yes. It's served with salad and yogurt and chili sauce. ايه بس هذا كنت بقول.
Okay.
Selig originates in the Hijaz region in the west of Saudi Arabia. It's a white rice dish cooked with chicken or meat and milk. The spices that are often used in Selig are cardamom pods, salt, black pepper, cinnamon, bay leaf, and mastic. Serve it with Doug's chili tomato sauce, pickled lemon, or green salad made of cucumber, parsley, tomato, lemon juice, salt, and pepper. Mansaf is a dish of rice, lamb, and a dry yogurt made into a sauce called jamid. Originally, it was a dish made with either camel or lamb meat, served with a very thin flat bread and a meat broth and clarified butter. It has evolved to include rice and yogurt sauce, flavored and made with jamid. Mansaf also served on a large platter, same as kabsa and silik.
Its origin, I think it's Jordanian, right?
Yes.
So my information is true, right? Go on, Ahmed.
معلق. Yeah. Baklava is a famous dessert which is found in a lot of Arabic countries. The origin of the dessert is the Levant countries and Maghreb. Baklava is made of phyllo dough, crushed pistachios, butter, and simple syrup made of sugar, water, and lemon juice.
So its origin is Syrian, right?
Yes, the Levant countries. It is Egypt's national dish. Kushari is made of rice, macaroni and lentils mixed, topped with a spiced tomato sauce and garlic vinegar and crispy fried onions. It's served with garlic vinegar and hot sauce, and the hot sauce are optional. Thanks for watching. That's all.
Thanks very much, Ahmed, for your perfect explanation. But let me ask you a question. What is the closest kind of food from the previous? Which one and why?
To me,
Yes,
cups, of course.
and why?
Because I used to eat it since I was small. And
Okay, seems like your appetite to foods,
yes,
right? Okay, thanks
yeah.
very much, Ahmed. Next is Talib.
لويس تسمعني؟
Yes, clearly.
Awesome. Uh, Hello, my name is Talib, and this is my presentation about Olympics.
Just one more thing, please. Just speak fluently and just a bit slowly, okay, to be understood for your school, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Start with components.
These are my components for my presentation. First, we're going to talk about the history of Olympics, then the changes, adaptations they made, then the Winter Games, and lastly the Youth Games. Okay.
Yes, the history of
The history of the Olympics. The ancient Olympic Games were religious and athletic festivals held every 4 years at the sanctuary of Zeus in Olympia, Greece. Competition was among representative of several cities and states and kingdoms of ancient Greece. These games featured mainly athletic, but also combat sports such as wrestling and pranktation, horse and chariot racing events. It has been widely written that during the games, all conflict among the participating city-states were postponed until the games were finished.
change and adaptation.
Yes. Greek interest in reviving the Olympic Games began with the Greek War of Independence from the Ottoman Empire in 1821. It was first proposed by poet and newspaper editor Pandoros Sotis in his poem Dialogue of the Dead, published in 1833. A wealthy Greek Romanian named Evangelos Zappis first wrote to King Otto of Greece in 1856, offering to fund a permanent revival of Olympic Games. Winter Games. The Winter Games was created to feature snow and ice sports that was impossible to hold during the summer games. Figure skating in
Why is that?
1908.
Why it was impossible to hold some summer games?
Because the climate was different the climate was different in summer than it is in winter, so you can't hold the same games.
Yes.
Uh, uh, some of the games they featured was ice hockey and skiing and a lot of things, and so that. Um, they designed a list of sports to encompass other winter activities. The Youth Games. In 2010, the Olympic Games were complemented by the Youth Games, which gave athletes between the ages of 14 and 18 a chance to compete. The Youth Olympic Games were convinced by IOC president in 2001 and approved during the 119th Congress of IOC. The first summer youth games were held in Singapore from 14 to 26 August 2010, where the initial Winter Games were hosted in Austria 2 years later. These games will be shorter than the Senior Games because they are younger and can't hold on for much longer.
First youth games.
And the first Youth Games were in Singapore in 2010, between August 14 and 26. And thank you for listening and watching. And does anybody have any questions?
So Talib is asking you, guys, do you have any questions? Do you want to ask him about his topic, the Olympic Games? It's okay, Talib. Thanks very much for your perfect explanation. Now we're going to listen to Naif introducing his own topic, Naif Al-Harbi.
Okay, yes.
Yes, Naif, go on.
Hello, my name is Naif Al-Harbi. I'm going to talk today about snacks around the world. We have the components, snacks in general, in Italy and Mexico, China and Greece, India. Snacks in general. A snack is a small portion of food, generally eaten between meals. Snacks come in a variety of forms including packaged snacks food and other processed foods, as well as items made from the fresh ingredients at home. Snacks in Italy. The quality of the ingredients used in Italian snacks makes the finished product very special. All Italian recipes are about enhancing the good ingredients they can involve. Snack in Mexico. One of the main factors making a Mexican food so irresistible is that it is the blend of a different cultures. Its blend of spices, seasonings, and vibrant colors create a beautiful presentation. Snacks in China. Chinese food, rich and colorful, has a diverse color, aromatic flavor, and excellent taste as its main features. With these three characters, it, it is in it is not only tasty, but it's also work of art for people to appreciate. Snacks in Greece. Greek food has a reputation for being heart healthy, with its heavy use of olive oil, fish, lean meats, vegetable, herbs, and grain. Snacks in India. Unlike the Western dishes, Indian recipes are based on ingredients whose flavors don't overlap, for a unique taste that dumbstruck anyone who tries it for the first time.
Okay, Naif,
Thanks for listening.
thanks for this perfect explanation, but let me ask you a question.
Yes.
First, do you find any of the previous dishes weird, strange?
Yes, the Chinese.
The Chinese food or
Mm.
snacks. So, what was the one you wanted to taste?
The Greece one, because it's healthy.
Okay, thanks very much, Naif, again for your perfect explanation. Next is Nasser.
Hello everybody, good morning. My name is Nasser Al-Asiri. My project will talk animals live in the Arab world. Components, first I'm going to talk about the beginning, and then the camels, and then Arabian deer, and then the Arabian tigers, and finally the end. Today I'm going to talk about animals live in the Arab world. There are many animals live in the Arab countries, especially in the Middle East and in Africa. Let's talk about some of them. animal live in the Middle East? The camel. There are many animals, like I said, live in the Middle East, but the most famous animal is the camel. There are many types of camels, but the most of them live in the Middle East. You will think why the most of them live in the Middle East? The answer is because camels have the ability to withstand the difficult climate condition in the Middle East, especially in the desert. They call it the desert sheep.
Excellent.
The Arabian deer. There are about 15 types of deers living in the vast areas of North and East Africa and Asia. And some deers live in the mountains, like the Arabian. But the most of them live in the flat, sandy land. The Arabian deer looks different. The Arabian deer, we found that she is more cylinder and has big eyes and a red-brown color. Also has a black tail, and some people say the male is more beautiful than the female. Finally, the Arabian tiger. What does it look like, the Arabian tiger? The Arabian tiger are very light in color, as they are golden in color. The Arabian tigers distinguished by their long tails, which they use it for climbing. The Arabian tiger is the largest and strongest of the Arab cat species, but it remains the smallest among all tiger species, which spread in Asia and in Africa. Thank you for watching and listening. I hope that I can talk more about animals live in the Arab world, but the time is not enough. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for taking long, and thank you again.
Actually, we did enjoy that. Thanks very much, Nasser. Let me ask you a question. And you're going to ask your schoolmates the same question. In your explanation, you've mentioned another name for camels, right?
Right.
So ask your schoolmate, choose one of them, any one of them, to tell you that name.
الوليد.
Desert sheep.
Excellent. Yes, thank you both, Walid and Nasser. Next is Walid.
Hello everyone, I am Arid Saleh. I will talk today about animals that can live in Saudi Arabia. Content. First slide gonna be introduction, then question for the students, then information about the camel, then how the camel stores the food, then information about the falcon, then Arabic tiger, then I will talk about the lizard, and finally conclusion. Introduction. First of all, wildlife in Saudi Arabia very diverse. For example, animals are different in every direction. I will talk today about some of the animals that can live in the desert area and how they respond to the difficulty of the weather. Who can give me the animals that can live in Saudi Arabia?
Now you're asking your schoolmates, right?
Right.
So choose one of them, please.
Okay, who can raise his hand?
Who know the answer? Please raise his hand right now.
طالب.
One of the many animals that can live in Saudi Arabia is probably the camel, which is the most famous one.
Yes, thank you, طالب.
Thanks, Talib. Can you ask any other student?
Is there any student can answer?
You choose one of them.
Okay. عمر الغامدي.
Yes.
Can you give me animals that can live in Saudi Arabia, Omar?
The Arabian deer.
Yes. Can you give me another one?
Tigers also.
Yes. Thank you, Omar.
You're welcome.
Camel. The first animal I will talk about is the camel, or what is called the desert sheep. The hair that covers the camel's body works to protect the camel from the cold nights as well as protect it from the heat in the desert. The camel has a divided stomach in which the food is divided and fermented with the help of bacteria, then regenerated and chewed again. How the camel storage the food. As you see the height on the back of the camel in the picture. In this place it can store 36 kilograms of fat that is used when needed and used as energy and water, which provides the camel with the ability to travel very long distance without water. And the camel is also characterized by not sweating much, as it able to storage water for long periods of time despite the high heat. I have a comment for the previous two slides.
Yes.
Allah said in Holy Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت. That an evidence that all of that is created by Allah and how He made it.
Excellent. An excellent point, actually. So here, it's a proof, right, that
Yes.
the Holy Quran, it's our Allah words, right?
Yes.
And He's the only one, the only creature, right?
Yes.
Creator, sorry, who created all mankind, all kind of animals, birds, and all creatures on earth, right?
Right.
Thank you very much, Walid. Go on.
Falcon. The world of birds is very large. I choose the most famous bird, the falcon, to speak about. The nature of life falcon live in the 6 major continents of the world. Its hunting process is the rapid capture of prey during flight. And as soon as the falcon is able to capture the prey with its strong claws, it cuts it with its powerful beak. Okay, the last animal, sorry, not the last. Arabic tiger. The Arabian tiger is considered the largest and strongest of the Arab cat species, but it remains the smallest among all the tiger subspecies, and which is spread in the continents of Asia and Africa, and this strain is considered critically threatened across its entire habitat, which includes today in Syria and Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Yemen, and Oman, as their numbers are still decreasing little by little. The last animal gonna be lizard. It is an animal that can live in the desert, and its external shape is almost like a crocodile or a dinosaur. Lizard reaches 85 centimeter in length when fully grown. Lizard relies on plants for its food and drink, as it doesn't drink water except rarely. Some assert that there are benefits of eating it. In the end, thanks for watching and see you later.
Thanks very much, Walid. It was a perfect explanation. So next we have Omar Al-Ghamdi. Yes, Omar.
يسند بس الشريحة للحين ما طلع. أيوة. بسم الله. Today I'll present to you an example of our topics that Amal Qahtani and I we have made it, which talks about different models of homes around the world. My example is about the Damascene houses. الشريحة الثانية أستاذ.
Yes, but it takes time because of the internet.
Content, we have introduction, construction materials, rooms, special features. The history of Damascene house dates back to the 17th and the 18th centuries and continued until Damascus entered the modern era and were influenced by the European style of architecture in the middle of the 19th century. It's a type of architecture specific to Damascus that has so far succeeded in preserving a large part of it in the old city. Construction materials. Damascene houses are characterized by the architectural organization and the variety of construction materials used in building. Mud, wood, and stone that have an insulating nature, so that they provide moisture in the summer and heat in the winter. The rooms, starting with the most important room, which is Ard al-Diyar, or the land of the house. In the center of it, the fountain, and on its sides, the garden full of trees and flowers. Al-Sadr, which is a meeting place of the residents of the house. Guest room, bedrooms, and finally the pantry, in which food is stored, in addition of the accumulation of food. Here you can see some pictures that illustrate the room system, Al-Sadr and the pantry. Next slide. Special features. One of the most important features of the Damascene house is the diversification of decoration made of different materials, such as colored wood, marble, and stone. The second feature is the presence of plants whose name has been associated with Damascene house, such as citrus, ivy, poppy, jasmine, etc. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you very much, Omar. You mean the second part goes for Omar Al-Qahtani, right?
Yeah, right. Because we have made two modules of our topic.
Excellent. So you've presented the first model, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, it was excellent. Thanks again, Omar.
You're welcome.
So now, Omar Al-Qahtani, just be prepared. It's the last.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كيف حالك أستاذ محمد؟
الحمد لله زماننا الأخبار حضرتك.
بس قائد المدرسة لسه عايز يتكلم معكم شوي.
تفضل.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
أستاذ محمد كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله بخير. ازي حضرتك يا أستاذ؟
الحمد لله. يا شباب كيف حالكم؟ عساكم بخير.
الحمد لله طيبين.
الحمد لله والله.
أنا حقيقة كنت متابع الحصة والدرس من بدايتها حقيقة، بل دخلت على الانضمام قبل بداية الحصة من حرصي وعشقي حقيقة لمادة اللغة الإنجليزية، وأعرف أن الأستاذ محمد وأنتم أبناء الطلاب أن بيكون الدرس نموذجي والتفاعل كبير وراقي، وهو كذلك حقيقة. فأولا أنا أشكر الأستاذ محمد على الأداء الجميل والأداء الرائع وأشكركم أنتم على تفاعلكم يا أبناء الطلاب مع الأستاذ ومع المادة. فاللغة الإنجليزية أنا أعشق اللغة الإنجليزية وأتكلم اللغة الإنجليزية، وحقيقة هي يعني شئنا أم أبينا هي حقيقة لابد يعني متطلب هام وجدا يعني هام في قضية الالتحاق الطلاب حقيقة بأرقى الجامعات وأرقى الكليات. الآن كل الجامعات وكل الكليات وكل الشركات إذا عندك هذه مهارة اللغة الإنجليزية حتى لو كان معدلك أقل من المطلوب فإن المهارة هي تشفع لك حقيقة. طبعا نحن لا ننسى حقيقة ولا نضيع الهوية الأصلية، هوية القرآن والسنة، هوية اللغة العربية، لكن بالمقابل أيضا اللغة الإنجليزية حقيقة متطلب رسمي وهام في أن الطالب يكون بارعا ومتمكنا من اللغة الإنجليزية. فما رأيته حقيقة اليوم بتفاعل الطلاب وقراءة الطلاب عبر العروضات التي تقدمها الأستاذ محمد شيء يثلج الصدر وشيء يبشر بالخير. ونحن أمامنا تحدي كبير جدا جدا في كيف نطور اللغة الإنجليزية مع أبنائنا الطلاب ويكونوا متمكنين من هذه المادة. اللغة الإنجليزية ليست صعبة بل هي سهلة. هل تعلمون أن أصعب لغة في العالم هي اللغة العربية؟ أصعب لغة في العالم هي اللغة العربية. بقية اللغات تكتسب بكل يسر بكل سهولة، لكن نحتاج أولا الدافعية، أن الطالب دافعية. وضع أمام عينيك قاعدة أنا ذكرتها لكم أو حق زملائكم، هي بجملة واحدة مختصرة: أنا أعرف أنا أعرف أنا أعرف. سواء كان اللغة الإنجليزية، سواء كان الرياضيات، الكيمياء، الفيزياء، الأحياء، لا أنت تعرف وتعلم. وأنا أتكلم من واقع تجربة كبيرة جدا جدا وطويلة حتى مع أولادي يمكن في سنكم في المرحلة الثانوية والمرحلة المتوسطة. لا يا أبوي نحن ما نعرف. لا لا لا, لا تعرف. يوم التحقوا بالجامعات والشركات وتخرجوا والآن في الشركات الكبيرة الآن ما شاء الله بارك الله من الناس اللي يتكلمون بطلاقة، بل يكاد يمكن حتى في تقارير كلها يكتب لغة إنجليزية. فأنت تعرف يا حبيبي، لا تقول ما تعرف. أرجوك الكلمة هذه ما أبغى أسمعها أبدا. ما أبغى أسمع شيء اسمه صعب، ما أبغى شيء اسمه أنا والله لا ما أعرف، لا ما صعب علي أنا ما كان. لا أنت تعرف وكل الأمور ميسرة، بس توكل على الله سبحانه وتعالى واتخذ الأسباب التي تساعدك حقيقة أنك تتكلم اللغة الإنجليزية. وهي سببين: سبب داخلي وسبب خارجي. الداخلي إن عندك الدافعية، والخارجي نحن والمعلم إن ندفعك على الأمام إن شاء الله تعالى. فأنا حقيقة أشكر أستاذ محمد شكرا جزيلا، وأشكركم أبناء الطلاب على ما سمعته حقيقة من مداخلات وتفاعل مع الأستاذكم الأستاذ محمد. وأرجو حقيقة أن نضع أيدينا مع بعض وأن نتغلب على كل الصعوبات وكل التحديات التي تواجهنا سواء كان في الإنجليزي أو غير الإنجليزي. وليس هناك أي صعوبات وليس هناك أي تحديات، لكن أرجوكم أن يعني نكثر من القراءة والتعامل باللغة الإنجليزية على ألسنتنا أيضا تتعود على اللغة الإنجليزية، بالإضافة إلى طبعا اللغة الأم وهي لغة الأصل وهي لغة القرآن الكريم وهي اللغة العربية. أشكرك أستاذ محمد وشكرا جزيلا أبناء الطلاب على هذا الأداء الجميل، وأنا فخور بالأستاذ وفخور بكم أنتم أبنائي الطلاب. شكرا لكم. السلام عليكم.
أشكر حضرتك جدا يا أستاذ سالم، وطبعا الأستاذ مهند طبعا على حضوركم وتشريفكم يعني. وبس عايز أقول لحضرتك إن هو الطلاب فعلا دي عملهم كلهم والله بدون أي تدخل مني خالص يعني.
ما شاء الله.
بشكر أبناء الطلاب يعني، وإن شاء الله نكون دايما عند حسن ظن حضرتك والإدارة كلها إن شاء الله.
بإذن الله، وقادم الأيام أفضل بإذن الله تعالى. تحياتي. السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. طبعا يا شباب معلش الوقت خلص في الحصة دي، بنكمل إن شاء الله الحصة اللي جاية بقى البروجكت سريع يعني.